Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So over the last 30 days, I've been doing a neck-only training circuit to see if I could see any aesthetic difference or strength difference at all. Stay tuned to see how it turned out. Hey everyone and welcome. If you're new to the channel, I'm Mike McCord and I love fitness. Thanks to my relationship with my Savior and rigorous dieting and training, I have walked away from a lifestyle of substance abuse and also managed to pack on about 50 pounds of muscle. I started this channel with the hope of helping others to do the same. So if you're skinny like I was, one of the most frustrating things about your physique might be how skinny your neck appears. I know mine has been a weak point. If you look at somebody that has a really thick or strong looking neck, you know not only are they muscular, but that muscle is backed up by functionality. I mean, we have lots of examples from sports. Mike Tyson, Thor Bjornsson, champion powerlifter, and a lot of players from the NFL are prime examples as well. On the opposite side of the spectrum, some would argue that a thinner neck is a little more aesthetic. You know, you have examples like David Late. Also, all these guys that you're seeing in the men's physique categories in bodybuilding right now, not super overdeveloped traps or neck muscles. I wanted to do this as much for strength and for posture as I did for my aesthetics. And I was also curious if neck training all by itself without any shoulder or upper back training would have any aesthetic difference at all. I got this routine from a strength training Instagram called Jailhouse Strong. You should definitely look them up. They've got a lot of really helpful stuff on their Instagram. Basically, it's a no equipment neck training circuit wherein you're using head nods. It's actually a staple training technique from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'll just read off of the post from Jailhouse on how it's performed. So basically, you lie on your back, you lift your head and bring your chin to your chest for a set of 40 repetitions. You keep your head off the ground the whole time, and then you look to your left for a set of 40, and then you repeat and look to your right for a set of 40, and then still keeping your head off the ground, you touch your left ear to your left shoulder for a set of 40 and repeat with your right. So it's quite a few repetitions, and you're supposed to do this circuit 2 to 3 times. When I first started doing the circuit, I could barely finish one. It's incredibly difficult. I just had a few observations from my training over the last 30 days. The first was that within the first week, I experienced major tongue soreness. I actually had a really sore tongue at the root, like down in my throat. I actually remember I went out and got breakfast with my parents like 3rd or 4th morning after starting the training, and I thought I was allergic to something that I ate. I mean, it was really annoying, and it was there for like 48 hours. And it took me a while to connect the dots that it was actually this training that did that. Also, in the Jailhouse Post, you're basically supposed to be doing it on the floor. I sometimes varied and did it on my bed with like my head hanging off the edge. I also did it on a bench at the gym a couple times. So I don't think you're supposed to have your head going negative at all. You're basically just supposed to keep it about 2 inches off the ground. So just so you're aware, I don't think you're supposed to be leaning way too far back. One of the main things that I noticed was that I had much better posture and just better awareness of my neck. It's just this phenom of training a new muscle group. You start to just notice it more and be more aware of it, which was definitely a positive. And then also, speaking of posture, I do go to the chiropractor quite a bit, once every 2 weeks or so, and I had much less maladjustment in my neck. Every time I would go, there was not much to fix up there, which is rare for me. And then finally, I would say that as far as your shoulder and your trap training goes, I personally think that does a little more for aesthetics than it does for the strength, namely because you're working on the sides of the neck when you do something like a shrug. And so aesthetically, it's much more noticeable as far as the thickness of your neck or the look of the thickness. So if you want to work your neck to make it look bigger, I would suggest probably just doing traps and making sure that your lateral raises are really good form, because that's going to involve the side of your neck just as much as doing this training. However, doing this comprehensive neck training on its own, I mean, the strength increases were unreal. Like I said, you were supposed to do 2 to 3 of those circuits. When I started out, I could barely bust out half of a circuit. I was doing 20 reps each instead of 40. But as of now, I can easily bust out 2 sets, maybe even 3. So the strength gains are huge and definitely noticeable. But that's all I have for this week's video. If you have questions at all about fitness or your relationship with Jesus, please hit me up. I will put my email in the description, my Snapchat in the description. I'm always available. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to jump down into the comment section as well. I would love to meet you down there. I post every Friday, and I will see you guys next week.